Hello everyone. So in reference to what we've learned so far with Python basics, I wanted to go ahead and solve some real examples here. So in this video, we are, to calculate grades. So fairly simple problem, but it'll get us started to work our way up. So let's get started. So working the problem in my head, I know I'm gonna need the user to input their grades, right? So that's the first thing. And then I'm gonna have to calculate the average of these grades. So I have 4 subjects, so I'm gonna have to divide the individual grades by 4. And then to assign a letter grade, right? A, B, C, D, or whatever, I'm gonna have to use an if statement, if else statement. Okay, so this is just me thinking about it from my head. So I'm gonna start and let's first get the user to input their grades. Okay, so let's say print. Okay, so please enter your subject grade, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, subject grades. So the user will input. So for example, I'm going to say math would be the first subject, since that's given here. Math will be the first subject. So grades are integers, right? So I'm going to have to use the input function because I'm prompting the user to give me a grade. Although if you wanted to be specific, you could just have math 90, English 89, electronics 50, whatever. But because I don't know if I want to make this general and I want to make sure that I cover, the, each grade, or, depending on the student, then I'm going to have to prompt them to enter their own grade instead of having a specific grade, okay? So I'm going to have input here. So input here. Okay. All right. So input, I'm going to say math grade. Math grades, or grade. Yeah, grade. Okay. So math is my first variable. This is the grade. So and I'm going to say English here, same thing. Integer, have the user input. Same thing. I'm going to put English grade, etc., etc. So I do that for electronics. Input. Okay. Electronics grade, or grade, whatever. Yeah, grade. Okay. And then finally circuits, whatever. I could have probably copy and paste and then just okay. So circuits grade. Okay. Clean it up a little bit, space it out. Okay, so I have user input their grade. Okay, so next, logically, I have to calculate the average. So how do you calculate average? That's simple math. I can declare here average. Ooh. So average would be, math plus English, just like I spelled them here. Let me just keep it simple. English, electronics plus circuits. So all of this divide by 4. So this is the average. Now I calculate the average in this particular step. And now, depending on what the average is, then that's what I'm going to assign a letter grade, okay? So if, that's what I'm going to use, if statements, and we've seen that in videos, previous videos, tutorials. So if the average is greater than or equal to typically 90, right? Or whatever it is, 90, then I want to print, and remember the syntax, right, for if else statements. So I'm going to print, you got an A. Okay, you got an A. So there you have it. Now, elif average is greater than or equal 80. Same thing. I'm gonna print these because it's probably gonna be the same until we get to D. So print, I'll copy that afterwards. So print, you gotta B. So I'm gonna copy these, save some time. So if average is greater than probably 70, you got a C. And if average is 60, then this is a D. So now I am done with, covered, all the different letters. And so if I'm going to exit out, if it's not, any of these, if it's less than, 60, then in that case, then I'm going to say you failed. Yeah. So let's try, let's try to see this, kind of run through this a little, quickly to see if we're missing any syntax. The syntax will get you errors and whatnot, but otherwise we'll try to fix it. So let's run this and see what it does. Okay, so math grade, let's say I have a 90. English grade, I have 35. Electronics, I have 67. Circuits, 74. So let's see if it works. So average, it didn't tell me the average actually. It just calculated it. Maybe I should print out the average. Yeah, let's print out the average, because here, yeah, let's do that here. Let's print it out here. Print out average. Call the average here so that we could see how much it is. So let's try this, run this again. Okay, so math grade is 90, 87. Electronics, let's say 75. Circuits, oh, this is bothering me. Circuits. Okay. 65. Okay, so now average is 79. And I got a C. So let's see here. So if it's greater than 70, I got a C. Okay, so this is what I wanted to see. So that we can, we don't have to use a calculator. So average is 79.25, and that's what I did here. So I called the actual, average that I just calculated. Okay, so fairly simple, straightforward, but fun. Just practicing elif if statements and user inputs, that kind of thing. So let me know if you have any questions. We'll do more example problems. Thank you.